Okay, so we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever is watching us live from different part of this world, or whoever will be watching on the replay. So my name is Sunita, and before I can introduce my guest Serena, I'll just introduce about myself. So I live in Canada, Ontario, with my two kids and my husband. I'm an IT professional, and I am doing this digital online business as a side hustle, and I have a guest today, Serena. So thanks, Serena, for accepting my invite and coming on my page. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so myself and Serena, we met few days before, similar in a multiple people conference. So where we discussed about faceless marketing. So today I have invited Serena on my page so that she can share her journey to my audience here. So Serena, if you can let my audience know about yourself and what inspired you to get into this business.
Of course, yeah. So, hi everyone. I'm Serena. I changed my name actually. So there's a lot of people know me by the name of Hadia because that's what my old name was. So I
Okay.
changed it, I think 8 years ago.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm the same person, just FYI. And I'm ex-Canadian, by the way. I think Sunita don't know that part.
Yes. I don't know that part.
And
Yes.
yeah, so actually, the matter of fact is that me and Sunita is the first time we are, meeting here because we met in a like group meeting and we didn't get chance to know each other. So it's a perfect time to get to know each other. I'm ex-Canadian. I was in Canada, Toronto area. Actually, not in the Toronto, in Mississauga, but it's very
Oh,
close.
okay. Okay.
Usually people know Toronto better than Mississauga. That's why most of
Yeah.
the time I mention Toronto.
Yeah.
And
I'm in Brampton, so actually, if you were in Mississauga, we would have been neighbors. So, anyways.
absolutely. Well, my son is in Brampton right now. He has a house there, and he's
Oh,
getting married in June.
congratulations. That's
Thank
nice.
you. So I'm going to be coming over there, and then I'm going to meet you.
Yes, yes. That's what I want to say. We should meet. Yes.
So
Definitely.
yeah, and in Mississauga, I had my own ethnic meat shop and one convenience store and a gas station, so three stores. And life was extremely busy between these three stores. My day was starting from like 3 4 o'clock in the morning. The reason because obviously there I had to place orders for the stores, and there was times that I had a deadline like in between 6 7 o'clock in the morning. It has to be submitted, otherwise I'm not going to receive any delivery, or they're going to send the previous delivery which I may not need it. So it was very tight schedule. So I was starting my day early, and by the time I go to different stores, it was like night. So sometimes I was actually working like 20 22 hours, and I was coming home
Wow.
and literally I was sleeping a couple of hours and going back to work. So this is the life of traditional offline businesses, because you have to deal with employees, you have to deal with your vendors, you have to deal with your customers, customer issue, customer complaint, fights, and all that stuff. So let alone the gun points when they come and rob you and
Yes,
all those
yes.
stuff. So um, I mean, not to mention that no jobs or no businesses in the world is easy. Nothing is easy in this world. So yeah, I did that for over a little bit over 16 years, um, and then there was some life changes in my life in 2015. So I just left everything behind and I moved out of Ontario. So moved to Calgary first. And then there was this American company. They hired me as a general manager. Since I had so much experience, I worked with for that company. Then they moved me to Winnipeg for 3 years. Then they moved me to Saskatchewan. So
My gosh.
anyway, long story short, I decided to go to Japan for a couple of months because I wanted to buy a restaurant in Japan.
Hmm.
And let me give you a little bit background about how I used to buy a store. I mean, it's not only me. It is the trend when someone wants to buy a store. Um, this is what we do. We literally go to that specific store for one full month, and
Oh,
no pay, nothing, voluntarily stand over there on our toes 12 hours to 16 hours a day, 7 days for 4 weeks, and
my
to check the sale of the store to make sure that whatever they're claiming on the papers, it is actually correct before we invest any money, right? So it is part of our sale. It is contingent based on us to go there and check the sale of the store. So same
God.
thing when I went to Japan, I was planning to go there and check the sale of the store. So yeah, it, I didn't like this the sales and the pay and the numbers that they were providing me. I said, well, I'm making like four times what I'm making in Canada. Why the hell should I come for like this much money in
Japan
another country?
country,
So
yeah.
I decided to come back. While coming back, I met my husband, and that's everything. Life changed for me, and in a month he proposed me. In 3 months after that, we got married,
Wow,
and
good.
that's how I end up in U.S. And yeah, after I moved to US in 2019, life completely changed due to COVID. And here I am. I'm a real estate broker in Washington State and an online entrepreneur.
Wow. That's a long story and very interesting, like having a business from opening a shop and traveling so much. My God, I think you have been to, I think, all possible places within Canada and you went to
Yes,
Japan. God, that's a long way. And I
absolutely.
think that was, I think, a way of God making you meet your life partners. So that was like blessing in disguise, I think, for you, right? So,
Absolutely. Well, actually, Sunita, the funny part is the my flight was from Tokyo to Toronto because I wanted to come and spend a couple of weeks with my boys before I go to back to Saskatchewan. And uh,
okay.
Saskatchewan, we're in Saskatchewan, in the northern part of Saskatchewan, where there is like no like car, right? You have to go with
Yeah.
like a smart chartered plane, which is like literally 5, 7 people in that plane. So it was like a very remote area. So I said, you know what? Let me. I have been everywhere in Canada, and my work is done in Japan. I don't really see that I spend extra, like my flight. I booked my flight for 2 months, but then because I decided not to purchase the store, so I said, you know what, I will come 2 weeks earlier, and instead of like staying there, I will spend with my children. So but it, something actually told me, you have been everywhere in Canada except Vancouver, so why don't you just
Good. Good.
go and spend like a week in Vancouver? And that's how everything happened. I came to Vancouver and I met Paul, and here I am. We got married because of that one change.
Yeah, one small change, right? That's about our business as well, right? One small change in your decision
Absolutely.
that you are going to enroll for the webinar change has changed so many people, their
Absolutely.
life,
Yeah.
right?
One, actually, you should say one right decision in your life
Life,
change
yeah,
your life forever.
ever for good, right? So yeah,
Absolutely. Oh, for good or for bad. Sometimes,
oh yeah,
for
the
bad too,
decision
right?
not to get into the business, that's a bad decision. Right. So yeah. And so what was your reason, like what was your why, apart from, like, of course you moved to US, so was there any reason that you looked into this business, and any specific reason?
Good question. Yeah, absolutely. Well, there was a lot of reasons for this, but what happened was when I moved to Washington State, my plan was to obviously you have uh, I had that entrepreneur mindset, right? So
Mm.
I wanted to open another business, offline business here. So and back in Toronto, I think you know about this because you're in Brampton. Like since like 10, 15 years ago, there this trend of hookah place is rising up. So
Mm.
I had that in my mind, but I wanted to, before like I met Paul, I was planning to go to Vancouver and open this shisha place
Okay.
as business because less headache than store, and store had like a lot of inventory. Hookah place is just hookah place and a little bit of fast food, and so I came with that mindset here in Washington State. And as soon as I came here and I was like so excited, I said I'm going to open a store, and but
Yeah.
a couple of things happened in my life that completely changed my mindset. One, COVID hit.
Mm.
Due to COVID, I realized that a lot of small businesses, they were literally going out of business, right? They were like going bankrupt, and
Yeah.
they didn't had any business. So that was one thing that I said, really, I want to do another business like that. The
Mm.
second thing was I actually as I said, I wanted to open a shisha place. And when I came to Washington State, I realized that people here, they don't even know what is shisha place, let alone they will come and give you
But
business,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So for any business, you need a market. So this was a bad market for a shisha place. That's why I decided to go against it. But then again, I was searching online to do something, and my husband actually said, "You know what? We are newly married. Really, you want to go back to work? You know how life was with your offline business before you were working. You said yourself you were working like 20 hours a day and stressed out. You didn't have time with your children. That the time that will never come back in our life,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And you never traveled, and I thought about it that he's right, right? And also because he's an engineer, he travels a lot, and we were newly married. We wanted to spend time together, so we decided to start something that the timing is in our own hand, and we are on our own boss, and nobody is actually. I'm not going to somebody and asking for permission to spend time with my husband and go travel and all that stuff. So travel was one reason, and the other reason was because I really I was a hardworking lady, and I'm getting old. Everybody's getting old,
For
and
sure.
I didn't want it to go through that hard work and stress again in
Mm.
my life. So I came across this online business, and I am extremely blessed. Thank God every single day. I thank God in the morning, afternoon, night, every minute I get. I thank God for introducing this opportunity to me.
Yeah, same here. I always thank. I'm so grateful that I came, across this business opportunity where the potential is so much to grow. There's no, I think, sky is the limit. If someone asks me, what is the, how much can I earn, in a month? So it's completely
Mhm.
depends upon each one's, hard work and dedication, and sky is
Absolutely.
the limit, right? So
Absolutely, yeah. One
yeah,
month you make 10 grand, the other month you make 50 grand.
of
It's up
course,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah, and that was one of the reason. Like when I saw the success stories, and that's the reason I am here. I said, okay, when they can, why can't I? Right? So yeah.
Absolutely.
So
So,
I
Selena, it's the
have.
first time I met you, like I'm talking to you. What was your reason?
My reason, okay, my reason was major is definitely like throughout the world, especially Canada, the cost of living is increasing a lot, right? It
Yeah,
has gone, it's like so much increased from, if you compare pre-COVID and post-COVID, it's like drastic difference, right?
absolutely.
So and I have growing kids, so my daughter, she's going to get into a university, so my expenses are going to go up definitely, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the third reason is I have a regular job, so I am IT professional, and but though I like my job, I don't have any complaints, but I don't want to work till 65 years. I want to retire early. So 65 years sounds too much for me. So I would like to retire early and spend more time in traveling, spending time with your family members, your friends.
Very
So
smart.
these are the my whys. Why did I join? So
Yeah, very, very smart. I mean, I know that a lot of people they ask us on social media, hey, you're a real estate broker. Why do you have yeah, why did you start your
yeah,
online business? Well, there is no guarantee on whatever jobs you have, guys out there. It
exactly.
is
Yeah.
always good to have a plan B in your life.
Plan B
So,
also, yes, yes. This is also plan B, yes, definitely. So we never
yeah,
know what can hit us. No matter how much I love my job, when COVID came, we know, right? So many people they lost their job, so everyone was helpless, right? But that
hmm,
was the situation that many people they lost their job. But having a plan B is always good. So yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So I have a couple of questions specific, which generally I get, few inquiries about. So it is like the $149, right, which we pay, which
Hmm.
as part of the step two. So what is like included, after if someone pays $149? So what is
Absolutely.
included after that? So if we can talk about that a little bit to the audience, that would
Of
be great.
course, yeah, that's a great question, actually. So, before I answer this question, I will tell you a little bit. I'll rewind myself a little bit. So, the process is actually you register in our website here. Sunita's website is right under her name under name. So, you register with your name and email address, and you receive a very short webinar. Okay, so remember what I said earlier when I was buying a store. I was going there for one full month, and I was spending time which I was not getting paid for it to check the sale of the store, to invest my money in that, right? One full month. Imagine 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
So this webinar is literally a short. I mean, some people they have like 20 minutes webinar, which is like mine. I don't know about Sunita, but some people they have like 90 minutes webinar. It depends which funnel you go. But if you really want to change your life, this 90 minutes should not matter for you, as long as you put some time and effort to do your due diligence, and figure out what we actually do in this business. That's what matters, because then your life will change. After this webinar, at the end of the webinar, we will invite you to come to the 30-day trial session, which is which where you will pay 149 US dollar, and that's for 30-day trial session. And bet- between these 30 days, you have enough time to watch this webinar a million times. I watched it 3 times. I watched it one time myself, and 2 times with my husband. We wanted to make sure that we understand what is the process. So what you get in this trial session, you get you will know the business model. You will get the commission levels, how the commission structures work, and also the business, what kind of a business level you want to start the business, right? So there is different, how some people they say, hey, how much money I have to invest? Well, that's where we tell you that there is different kind of investment levels. You can start from the minimum if you want, and you can start from the maximum amount if you can afford. The more you invest, the more your return would be, right? So what did I say? Commission levels, investment level, and the business structure, how the business works, and how you make money. This is what you get in this 30-day trial session. So there is this package, kind of like a training package. You can watch it as many times as you can, with yourself, with your husband, or your children, and then decide before you do your coaching call with your coach, what kind of a strategy would you like to start the business.
Thank you
So,
so much. Yes, you have explained it so beautifully, and I think all the audience whoever is watching or who's going to watch us. So these are the different details which should be coming to know as part of $149. And one thing which I would like to add is that you have 30 days period, right? As Sarita was mentioning, you can,
mhm,
if you don't want to proceed further, that is fully paid back provided you have not taken the coaching call, right?
mhm.
So there is
So
okay.
this is our customer service refund email. Actually, one of the ladies last year, she actually 2 years ago, she requested for refund. I confirmed from her that she has received the
Okay.
refund. She said, "Thank you so much, I received it." And the other one was actually the customer service email that they have received the money. So, and then the good news is this lady, right after
Went back,
1 year,
yeah,
she
they do
started
it,
the
they do
business.
it. I've heard so many people doing that. They come and do the refund, and after 1 month or few weeks, they come back again. They want
Yeah,
to test it. Actually, they want to test it whether it's genuine or
absolutely,
not, and
absolutely.
again they come back. So it's
Which
very
is
common.
good. Which
Yeah,
is
which is
very
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, they gain more confidence, right? And more,
Mhm.
they trust the system more. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's really good. Okay, so my next question is, like many people they ask, whether it is similar to MLM. My answer I have told no, but if you can let the audience know, that how our business is different than MLM, the multi-level,
Well, that's another good
business.
question. Absolutely not. The reason is because in MLM, there is that one person on top that always make the big box, and the people underneath it, they don't really, they make peanuts.
True.
So, having said that, in our company, we work as in 8 slice commission. So when you first start, again, it depends which level you start. Okay. Just like I was telling you earlier, when you come to the 30-day trial session, we talk about the levels. Assumingly, you start from level one, right? So you are actually getting one slice of the pie, and then the other slices are actually going to the your upline. But that's why I was telling you that the more you invested, the more you get the return in that. So, assumingly, you start with the 3 level, so you get the 3 level, and then again the rest will go to the upline, and you keep on growing. Then you cut off your upline.
Yeah.
This business structure is very, very unique. You cannot find this business structure like often in this world, because you cut your mentor, and what happens is after a certain level, you get 100% of the commission, which is all the 8 slices of the pie, and your mentor don't get nothing from you, right? So it is extremely unique. It is not MLM. We pay taxes at the end of the year. And actually, as a matter of fact, last month we filed our taxes.
Taxes. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, also beside taxes, you can claim your expenses.
Expenses. Yeah.
That's another big topic that I really don't want to get into it,
Get
but
it. Yeah.
hopefully we'll do another go live for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a long one, the
It is.
expenses claim. So even if you're not making maybe the for initial, year, there's not so much of money which you're making, but
Mhm,
definitely everything can be expense. Like for example, the StreamYard, it's a paid StreamYard. Even that
mhm.
expense can be claimed when you're filing your taxes. So
Absolutely.
yes, so it is a legitimate one, and I think nobody can ask more than this. You have a flexibility of working from home. You're with your
Mhm.
kids. You're making money. You are having a legitimate business. You are There's no boss, so you're taking your own decisions. So I don't think so. Anybody can ask more than that. you know. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, our business is growing so fast that when I started, obviously there was no chat GPT or anything like that. So one of the things that I was really challenging for me, it was creating contents. Now,
Mhm.
in a matter of like seconds, I create content, right?
Yeah,
The other thing that was challenging for me at that time is because I have another like ethnic language, and I like people they were like asking, hey, you know what, my English is not the greatest, what should I do? And then it's like a year now that they added so many languages in our
language.
training that a person that like years ago I was telling them, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, you cannot join the business because you don't know English. Now I don't tell them that.
Tell them. Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
tell them, you
It's
know what,
quite
don't worry about the English, come in and we have translation.
exactly. And in spite of that, many people, like, though it's added advantage now, we have the trainings, everything in all languages, right? But still people were doing in their own language, right? The go
Hmm.
lives, the interviews, still people were doing it, and they're like so much successful, right? So
Absolutely, yeah.
language is not at all a barrier. Now we have advantage of having the trainings also in your language, so that you learn quickly and so fast you can do that, right? So yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Serena, like total, like how many years like you have been in business? It's like 4 years, five
Oh,
years?
since 2020.
Oh, so it's all 5 years then, almost, right? More than 5 years,
Awesome.
I would say. Wow, that's
Yeah.
long. Okay, that's great. Okay, so before we close the this meeting, right? What you would like to say to the viewers?
Well,
Any advice you would like to give? Any suggestions would you like to give to the
well, I would like to say a lot of things, but I'm going to keep it short since
viewers?
I talk a lot. So, people who believe in law of attraction, people who have a positive mindset, they don't have a fixed mindset. If you have a growth mindset, and if you have a positive mindset, or if you have a reason in your life, a strong why in your life, you want to be your own boss, you want to spend more time with your family, you want to travel with your spouse more, or any reason that motivates you to join and learn about the business and start the business, I highly suggest join us, check the business. Uh, it may be for you, it may not be for you. We don't know. You are the best, person to judge yourself because you know yourself. So be honest to yourself when you come to the 30-day trial session. Check the system, check the whole business, and then be honest to yourself. Say, hey, is this business good for a good fit for me and my family or not? So this is what I would like to tell everybody.
Yes. So please take the step. The first step is very simple, as we already explained. Sarina explained it so beautifully. You have to just register for the webinar, and then it's your decision, right? And nobody's chasing you in this business. It's completely your call. If you want to proceed, you can proceed by paying the $149. And if you don't want to proceed, you can just walk out, or you can keep watching us, and I'm sure you will come back, because that's what many people they do.
Absolutely.
They say no, and then they come back because they know it's genuine. We are real
Hmm.
people, and they are real success stories, right? And it's
Hmm.
in thousands and thousands. So thank you so much, Serena. Thank you, highly appreciate for being coming on
Of
my
course.
page. Though you are so busy with something doing with the truck and the car of your daughter. Thank you so much taking out the time and
Of
coming and
course,
talking.
of course. One more thing before I end this video.
Yeah.
This message is for those people who are shy, who don't like to come in front of the video. It is okay if you don't want to be seen on Facebook, on social media. We have training that explains you the faceless digital marketing. Okay, I understand. Because the reason I like to say this is because I was one of those people that I was very, very shy. But again,
Mm.
5 years ago there was no faceless marketing, and
Yes.
I'm so blessed that there was no Facebook marketing because I like I came out of my shell, right?
Yes.
So and then now I'm like I'm not even shy to be in front of the camera. But if you are not comfortable, feel free to at least reach out, and then ask questions. The more you ask questions, the more you will understand the business, the more you will make feel comfortable to start this business. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's beautiful, the new feature which has been added, right, for the people who
Hmm.
want to do the business but they are not very comfortable coming on screen or in front of camera. So we have a solution for those people also. So thanks, Serena, for bringing that point as well. So thank you so much being here, and thank you all for watching us, or who is going to watch us as a replay. So thank you all, and bye.
Okay, bye now. Thank you so much for inviting me. Bye.
Thank you.